Hey, wow, hello, what's up? Amonga, hey, Rich. Well, you don't have to go live at this time. It's night time for me. Wow, so what time is best for you? Hi, Mamonga, long time no see. How have you been? Like I was 300 years ago here. Well, you don't have to start time from 12. Yeah, I do afternoon live, so that time is very good for you. But that time is not. I'm not really consistent on that time because of my work schedule. Because sometimes I only have what you call it. I only have a 1 hour break. So during my work break, that's when I'll go live during that time. So if I'm able to go to break early, then I will use that 1 hour period to do the sketch, right? To come on live. But if I'm not able to go live early, then it's it's a bit hard for me to keep to that time schedule. But if it's times which is probably like this time, I'm already home, so I have a flexible time to uh, jump on a live stream. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Does Nosy exist or he is like gone? What are you drawing? I'm trying to draw Naruto. Naruto is an anime character. I believe you know him, right? You should know him. I love Naruto. I know every anime character. Yeah, Momonga. This is Naruto. You know every anime character, then you should be friends with Momonga. He is also a big and a huge nerd when it comes to anime. I gotta push my camera a bit back, it's getting in the way. He's just a huge nerd when it comes to anime. Gojo Naruto. I like how his life going anime is great in the US. I've been a bit busy recently. With everything, with work, um, with this YouTube thingy. Everything is good. Can't complain actually. It's uh, it's more like a blessing in disguise, sort of thing. I finally don't draw a beard anymore. It's looking good now. There's a lot more that I probably need to be doing on the with this sketch. So here for the hair, the strokes probably needs to be a lot more spiky and well connected. Right, this, oh no, not another fan. Hi, hey tribe, what's up? Hello. What is the name? Revan? Riz 4000? What's up? Hi. Hey, that's two already. What's up, guys? How you doing? Oh, try to guess what time it is. I know it's 11 o'clock. Is it 11 o'clock? 11 p.m.? Is it 11 p.m.? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh my god, you gonna kill me with this thing. Can you tell me what your Discord is? It doesn't let me click on the link. My Discord is just Ibihua. Just the name of my YouTube channel is the same name of my Discord. I'm not pretty happy with how I did I probably need to fix a couple of things here before I continue it. Right. So with this one, I'm just gonna shade around this to help this label appear to be a little bit more solid and 3D. No numbers? No, there isn't any number. It's just my name straight up. And there is, give me a second. There's something called, just check for Ibihua, all right? Check for Ibihua, no numbers, because I want to show you things that I draw. No problem. Like, I'll check the name again because I'm on stream right now. It's just Ibihua. When you just search for Ibihua, you don't find it, or you cannot get the link. You do not get the link. What drawing, dog? W drawing, dog. Uh, what is W drawing? I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're trying to say, dog. Could you refresh? I have no idea what my phone is, so I cannot add you on Discord. Oh no! Uh, so what do you need? What do you need to know so that I can check again? The username, right? You just need the username. We're going to ask my grandma working for her house now. Okay, no problem. I think this drawing is gonna take a while. You could take your time and step in anytime you get a chance. So here, if you pay attention, I'm back. She doesn't know. That was pretty fast. If you pay attention, you realize that my strokes are very tightly together, right? But you can still feel the spaces between them, right? It's not like other sketches, like for instance, this one. You realize that the sketches here are so tight, the strokes are so tight that they produce shadows. But when you're doing an anime, you realize the sketches, the strokes, they don't, they're not necessarily as tight as when you're doing a creature or a monster, those sort of creature sketches. So these are like different techniques that you use. Hi Maureen, that you would use for sketching different kind of things. Feel me? So with this one, I taking my time here because the jacket is a lot of folds in and out and in and out, and I'm gonna do a little bit just to explain how you could get a jacket to seem as realistic as possible. Up here, I'm just gonna stroke it. Anime is one thing that I like about anime is when you sketching anime, the strokes needs to be consistent. So you don't there isn't a lot of room for creativity to work with the strokes that you're doing. It's just basically one direction, right? And you keep working on that till you're done with the sketch. However, if you're doing something else, you'd have to be practicing different forms or styles of shading to have it realistic. Anime isn't realistic, so to get it look like an anime character, you don't need a lot of work to do. You just try to get the proportions right, and that's it. I think for some reason I'm not done with this sketch already, but I believe that you already know who I'm trying to sketch, right? Guess what? What's up, man? What do you have for me? Did you find me? Say yes. Oh, you found your phone. Aren't you watching from your phone? Aren't you watching my stream from your phone? So you see this area, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So as you can see, these strokes. So these strokes basically just go in this direction. And that's it. And the shadow is created. There's nothing too special about this. Alright, so here I'm zooming a bit. So this area, I'm gonna add in a little bit more strokes. Hey, Untamed Kim seems to be Kakashi from Naruto. Yeah, you got it. What's up, brother? What's going on? All these areas, I'm gonna come back in again and shade it again to emphasize a little bit more. Yeah, so see how this area is looking exactly like this. So drawing anime, it's you just need to understand one or two principles that then you can get it working. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna come in a little bit here. And I was complaining about the placement of this eye. I think I didn't do it properly the first time. So the eye is supposed to be somewhere here, a bit closer to this bridge, the nose bridge. So it's supposed to be somewhere here, right? This is where it's supposed to be, like that, right? But when I started doing the layout, I wasn't quite sure of how I wanted to place everything, so I made a boo-boo here. But anyways, it's not a problem. Since we're working with pen, there's always a way to fix it. All right, so I'm gonna work on this one here a little bit. Oh, this area is gonna be dark. And let me see, on Tamkin, what's he saying? How are you, man? I'm doing great. Doing great. I was asking you about what you've been working on lately, but I didn't get a response from you. Get a double eyebrow. Let's say this is gonna be an eyebrow. Put a little bit of a detail here because he's frowning. We're gonna go here and double this areas as well. Add this in because of his nose mask or whatever that he has on. I'm gonna shade this place a little bit. Right? You shade it and it comes off more like a 3D kind of figure. Right? So for the eye, I'm gonna have this a circular eye and have another eye somewhere around this part. I have another circle inside. So I'm gonna shade this one. Right. So we come here. We'll put in a couple of shadows here. Right. So we have this part always like to make it feel more solid, not a flat, so that you can get a relationship between this side of the face and this side of the face. We'll add a couple of strokes here, right? I'm gonna grab my eraser and I don't want to draw over this thing. It's gonna make the sketch look sloppy. I'm gonna draw it again. Hopefully I can get it right this time. Double this thing a little bit. Nice. So you see it looking like this so far, and there isn't. What's good, bro? What's good? I can't wait for the weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend. The year is July is almost here, right? So we are done. We are halfway through the year, and time flies really fast. So currently, I'm just on beast mode. Currently, I'm just trying to work as hard as I can to hit a couple of things before the year runs out. And how is you? Like this. Now we're gonna have of this eyebrow in there. Sorry, not eyebrows. The pupil. Getting the pupil. Right. The eye is a little bit big, like more than I anticipated it, but no problem. We can fix it later. But uh, in general terms, this is basically everything that we would be working on with polishing. So the layout is right? We have the layout right so far. And we have this. But the eye, I'm not so satisfied with the eye. It's a bit too big for me. so I'm going to reduce it a little bit. And it's pen drawing, so we won't care too much about the mistake. If it was an eraser, it would probably just, if it was a pencil that was using, you probably just grab your pencil and just erase it off. But with pen, you just work with it and make the mistake part of the artwork. You feel me? A lava is lavanya. Yeah, Rome. Rome Rich. I responded. I told you I'm good, and I asked you a question, but you didn't respond to me. I'm drawing. I'm not looking on the screen as much as I want to chat with you, because so I'm sketching this area. I was asking you what's up for you for the rest of the year. But I didn't get a response. Hi. Okay, so we're continuing. Now I have this. Now I'm gonna shade this thing really well. I'm gonna take a lot of time to put in the work around this area, right? So that it appears that it's folded. Right. So I'll be shading to build this character more like a sketch living in the books rather than just I'll have this here, then put in a little bit of information like strokes and whatnot. See, this is some of the reasons why I like anime. You don't need to do a lot to make the sketch look good. Honestly, you don't need a lot to make the sketch look reasonably acceptable. Nope. If you understand how to stroke it, you're good. You're very good. If you understand how light works, you are super good. Huh? So like this part, look, what pen is that? What pen is this? It's just ultra pen. It's extra fine pen. It's just a common pen that I picked up. But one thing that you have to pay attention to is the pen thickness, right? This pen is 0.25, right? The thickness of the pen is 0.25. So it's very thin. And I have another pen here, just another normal ball pen. And this one is much thicker than this pen, right? So you can see this one is a bit thicker compared to this. So with this pen, I'll mostly use it when I'm done to create the shadows of the sketch, because this one has a real thick finishing. All right, so this one will just go as the icing on the cake to clean it up more. The drawing is so good. Hey Ashley, welcome back. I was so happy to see you subscribe. When I was done yesterday, we were chatting and you was telling me it was raining, and after a while you disappeared. And later on I realized that you subscribed. I was like, woof. So with this sketch, so with this pen, not with this sketch, so with this pen here, this pen is a bit thicker, so I'll be using it for the outlines. But this one is very soft, very thin. It's a 0.25. So with the 0.25, that's what I'll be using for the main work. And then for the final touches, I'll go in and do I use the other one, the thicker one, for what I need it for, right? Right? But my iPad died. Oh, okay. I understand. No problem. Thank you for popping up again. I really appreciate you showing up. I hope today you have full charged. But with this, nice. So here, with this bar, I'm gonna clean it up later some more. So far, so good. Though drawing on my iPad was supposed to be easy, but nah, it's a different story. I figured that when you're drawing, I used to use iPad to draw before, but then I stopped. Not because of anything, because the iPad was just making me lazy. When you draw and you make a mistake, it's just a quick fix. It makes the work, it makes the process really easy, you know, and for me, it really kills your creativity. That is just me. And in some sense, it could also make you more creative and more productive, depending on how you see it. But for me, whenever I drew with the iPad and I make a mistake, I'll easily fix it For instance, if I was doing this sketch on the iPad and I made a mistake, it's 67%. Oh, your iPad is 67%. Nice. So that means you can stay longer. First, doing this sketch on the iPad. In this sketch, I've made a couple of mistakes. Not a couple, quite a lot of mistakes. But since it's a pen on paper, I just find a way to make that error part of the work, you know. But if it was an iPad, I would probably just erase it or do undo. So after a while, I was getting so used to it that when I'm drawing, I don't really contemplate on my sketch or my art before I do it. I would just do it, make a mistake, undo, make a mistake and undo. And I didn't like that. That is just me. I didn't really like that. So I paused on it for a while and I started using pen and paper. Now, what I realized is with pen and paper, when I'm drawing, whenever I make a mistake, I just gotta, re-examine my decision and try to think through what I'm doing in order to how to use my mistakes as a creative asset. All right. But everybody is different. You don't have to be like me. So I want to develop some sort of subconscious form of sketching that whatever that I do, like I'm pretty sure of what I'm doing. Like, so yeah, that is how I've come this far. I'm not saying I'm all that good, but like before, if I had to do this sketch, I would first draw with a pencil and draw over it with a pen, right? Because I was so scared about my layouts that I was gonna mess the layouts up. But over time, I said, I'm sorry. But over time, I decided not to, bother too much about it. Just do it. When if you make a mistake, truth be told, who cares? You just start over again. And the more you do it, the better you become. So that's the path that I took. And I'm just going home now. I got your car fixed. Wow. So are you watching me whilst you're driving? Or you have a driver? Someone here knows how to upgrade an iPad. You want to upgrade your iPad? Just click upgrade. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? Oh, it's been 2 days since I'm searching for the button. Really? Is that hard to find? So all this part here, I'm gonna shade it off because it needs to be dark, right? To produce the sort of contrast that I'm looking for. However, Before we do that, we have a lot of work to do on the hair. There's too much strokes in the hair, but we need to clean it. Okay, so this is what we'll be doing. I wouldn't do too much inside this place because of we try not to shade too much of the top part because of overexposure. We want that place to be overly exposed, so you just shade these areas. Okay, now let's go back to this nose mask. Do you still have the picture of the dragon? Yeah, the dragon was just yesterday. It's this one. I didn't do anything to it yet. I completed it, and but then again, I wasn't a little bit too satisfied. Probably I would come back to this after a week to add more details to it. So the sketch, but I did what did I do? I took a picture of this and I made it into black and white, and it was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh my, I loved it so much. And I was asking myself, why didn't I do this sketch in black and white? You know, but maybe I would have to do another cracking in black and whites and see in black pen and see how it turns out. But all the same, I like the it's so cool. Thank you. I think it's gonna look cool as a tattoo, don't you think so? If you have this tattoo on your, I don't know, on your shoulder, you know, or your arm somewhere. Right? Okay, anyways, guys, this just by the way. Let's go back to this. Thanks for checking in on that. So, and I'm gonna do a couple of shorts. I'm gonna do maybe a lot of shorts explaining what I did and how I did it. So, guys, stay tuned on that. If you haven't already, subscribe so that you don't miss that out. So I've taken my pen to try and outline some areas that are very, very important in the sketch, right? So I start off, hey, hello, roadblocks. Your name can't be roadblocks, or because you like roadblocks too much, you call yourself roadblock. So now you feel that the after I change my pen, the outline of this is pretty visible. Come and find me, and my name is Kakarina. Always at the party, blah blah blah. I don't know that lyrics. You mean Macarena? Like one, Maca two, Maca three, Macarena, four, Maca five, Maca six, Macarena. Is that what you're talking about? You cannot be talking about that song, are you? Hey man, that's cool. I love you 3000. Hey, thank you so much. Keep going. Ha. Did we ever find out why Tony Stark told the daughter I love you 3000? Why that number 3000? Did they ever explain it? Or they just put something in front of us and let us figure it out? Did you guys ever bother to find out what that ever meant? I love you 3000. Yeah, it's one of those people. This is Naruto. This is from Naruto. I feel like after I duck in, his famous dialogues, right? Japanese brother. Is any of you speak Japanese? You've watched all the episodes. Wow, you must be a huge fan of them. You know, guys, before I used to have anime Thursdays where each Thursday I would sketch an anime character. Do you guys think I should bring it back? Oh, I should just freestyle it as I go. Because previously I used to do anime Thursdays, and every Thursday I would sketch an anime character. But it got to a point. I don't know what happened. I think I ran out of characters to sketch. So I stopped. But now I'm just thinking about it. I could start doing it. Every Thursday I could do anime. I could do an anime character. What do you guys think? Should I bring it back? And because yeah, I had a timetable for all of that. Mondays were abstract sketch. Tuesdays were cute, like drawing cute stuff. Wednesdays was I don't stream on Wednesdays. On Thursdays was anime. Fridays were anything can happen on Fridays. Saturdays also was anything that can happen on Saturdays. Right. Those were some fun times. And I did a sketch of Goku and Gojo, and that sketch was one of my favorite sketch so far. Probably need to start doing that then again. Why are we all having 7XP? I don't know. It's just YouTube and its stuff. All right, so you guys get ready. This I'm gonna color this one all dark. Hey, hello, Michael. What's up? I'm glad you could join us. I appreciate your comments on my shorts, bro. It looks so good. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll keep working on it. There's a couple more things that I might have to finalize on. Hey, hi. I'm still here. I'm just trying to get us some water. I was just drinking some water, so I went mute for a second. I'm here, bro. Talk to me. Talk to me. Do you post every day? Yeah, I post shorts every day. I post shorts every day. I post shorts every day. And most of the shorts are just sketches that I've already done, and I'm gonna just retake videos about it, explaining it, or using different music to, you know, to promote it. Here, my Wi-Fi password. Why are you telling us your Wi-Fi password, bro? We don't want to know. You're telling us the Wi-Fi password because we cannot get any signal to your Wi-Fi. I bet if you were in your neighborhood, if I was your neighbor, I wasn't going to get your Wi-Fi password. Sorry, my hand just hit my camera for no reason. I'm obsessed with the eye. Yeah, the eye started off very sketchy, started off as a mistake. And I worked on it a lot of times, and surprisingly, it turned out well. You see, that's what I was telling you guys in the beginning, that sometimes when you make a mistake, you just have to find a way to make it work. Sketching this one, I made a mistake for the eye. And if I was working on the iPad, I could have just done undo. But then I would have missed the chance of just learning how to correct my mistake. Right? All right. So right now everything is in good way. What I want to do is shade this nose mask here. Right. Forget the S. Which S are you referring to? What I really want to do right now is to get this nose mask looking a bit more darker. Right. Because it's a special feature of this this character, and I would need some sort of contrast. When I draw eyes, if you look closely, you would always find one that is bigger than the other. I think it's normal. Sometimes I also suffer from that whenever I draw eyes. Right? If you don't have, if you haven't practiced long enough to have that sense of a symmetric kind of eye, to draw an eye, you're always gonna go off. One is gonna be bigger than the other, or one is gonna be way slanted than the other, or one is gonna have its own altitude. Hi man, long time no see. Via, if you didn't know. Hey Brandy, what's up? There's no name. How come you have no name? Oh, okay, your name is after. Did you change your name? 'Cause mostly I would remember people's name. But if you change your name, then it's hard for me to make out the person I'm chatting with. Yeah, I changed my name. I found that better for me. Haha. By the way, I'm that girl from Iraq. I hope this refreshes your memory. Yes, it does. You abandoned me. How long ago has it been since you came up? Hi, Brandy. Brandy, do you like anime? I just noticed that I put my clothes on the wrong way. Wait, I'll walk outside for this. Why would you do that, bro? Huh? Famous someday. I meant I hope you become famous someday. I mean it sincerely. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really want what you call it, my work to be famous, you know. Not the individual. But thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Nice. I really like how this part is looking. I zoom in a little bit. Now you can see. Now the funny thing is, like, when you zoom in this place, for example, you zoom in here, you see there's a lot of lines that goes into the shadows, which makes it beautiful, right? To get that hatch texture. Oh God, it feels remarkably well done. Like, for example, here, you know, here the tone here, they're supposed to be a bit more darker, right? Get this tone, this area here, especially we get this area. See the hatch, how the hatch is done in this area, right? How this place, the nose part is overly exposed, the eyes here, the direction of each stroke, right? I'm loving it. Probably change my pen to get the nuances of each strain of the hair popping out like such. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, sometimes I just love my own work. Hey, thank you. You know, sometimes I ask myself, I'm just trying to share this with you guys. Sometimes I ask myself that whenever I can do something, I feel like it's easy to do. I don't know, but whenever I'm able to, like, for instance, this thing that I'm doing, like, I feel like it's easy to do, and I don't give myself a lot of credit for being able to do something like this. I don't know why, but excuse me. All right. So far so good. Okay. So, anything else that I need to do? think for the nose mask, let me see. Let me contemplate in a little bit more. I feel like the nose mask can be a little bit more darker to have some sort of a contrast between the whole thing that I'm doing. But then again, I think about it and I'm like, is it that necessary? What do you guys think? Should I darken the nose mask and make it feel a little bit much more heavy with the, or I should just leave it like this? I think I answered the question. I answered the question myself. Anyways, um, yep. So far so good. This is where we'll be ending our stream for today. If you guys have any questions or anything that you would want to know, kindly leave me a message on any of my shorts. I'll check it out, respond to you accordingly. If you have any requests, also let me also know. I'll add it to my list of what I need to do so I could do it for you. But I really appreciate you guys staying with me. I hope you like this sketch. If you don't like it, I'll do better next time. But before we go, there's something that we need to add, like that I always add to my sketches, which is the background. I don't like to leave my sketch background this empty. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of scribbles around them, right? Maybe like smokes or Hey, what's up? Comic Leo. I do a bunch of simple scribbles that might representing the what you call it. Let's say smokes or fog, of or clouds, like the Japanese art style, like whatever. I just have to do something that represents the background, right? I don't want to leave my background so what you call it, so plain. It doesn't have context to it for me, so pretty much just right. So just do this to add to the background, and that'll be it. I'll probably also shade it. Not any intensive shading, but just something to give it a little bit of information. Right. And we did the same thing for the is it the dragon or the kraken? Alright. So when you see here, realize that I added in these scribbles for the background and these lines, random lines, to add details to it. Alright. So yep. That's about it. And thank you guys a million times for watching. Kindly like, share, subscribe if you can. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around. And what else? If you have any requests, let me know. I do my best to catch up on that. If everything is okay, I'm out of here. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much. God bless.